Hello everyone. So in this session we will be solving one example for admission of the partner by preparing a revaluation account, or we can also call it as profit and loss adjustment account. Now let us see this. X and Y are partners in the firm. Their profit sharing ratio is 3:2. Z is admitted as partner in the firm on 31st December 2020. New profit sharing ratio of X, Y and Z is 1:1:1. Following is the balance sheet as on 31st December 2020. Liabilities amount, assets amount. On liabilities side, we have capital of X and Y 2,50,000, 1,50,000. So total capital is 4 lakh. Reserves 1,20,000. Term loan 2,50,000. Creditors 1,65,000. The total of liabilities side is 9,35,000. Assets plant and machinery 2,20,000. Furniture 55,000. Stock 1,32,000. Debtors 1,25,000, cash 53,000, bank 3,50,000, and total of assets side is 9,35,000. Now, following adjustments are required to be done before admitting Z as a partner. Revalued amount of assets and liabilities is plant and machinery 2,50,000. Furniture 50,000, stock 1,30,000, creditors 1,50,000. 2. There is a bad debts of 5,000 which is required to be recognized in the books. Third, term loan installment of 50,000 is paid through bank. Entry for the same is not passed in the books of accounts. 4. Goodwill of the firm is to be valued at 45,000. Fifth, Z has invested 1 lakh in capital account through bank, and Z has also made the payment of his share of goodwill in cash. Pass necessary journal entries and prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet after admission as on 31st December 2020. Now, here we are required to prepare, we have to pass the journal entries, then we have to prepare a revaluation account. Now this revaluation account is the proper revaluation account in the books. It is not a memorandum revaluation account. So all the values of assets and liabilities will also be affected and they will be revalued. Then partners capital account and balance sheet. Now let us just revise what are the steps for accounting when we are admitting a new partner. First is we need to revalue all assets and liabilities, and then this revaluation profit and loss is to be shared between old partners in old profit sharing ratio. Then if there are some pending entries, unrecognized income and expenses, then we need to pass those entries. Then third is reserves, if any, need to be distributed to old partners again in their old profit sharing ratio. And then finally goodwill. Now new partner will bring in his share of goodwill. Now his share of goodwill needs to be distributed to the old partners in sacrifice ratio. So we need to prepare a working note to find out what is the sacrifice ratio and then what will be the goodwill that will be brought in by the new partner and how it will be shared between the old partners. Now, if we see here adjustments, now following adjustments are required to be done. Revalued amount of assets and liabilities. First, plant and machinery 2,50,000. Now plant and machinery is 2,20,000. So plant and machinery gets revalued. Furniture 50,000. Furniture also gets revalued. I'll just mark those assets or liabilities which are getting revalued so that while preparing balance sheet it will be easy for us. Stock is also getting revalued. Creditors is also getting revalued. Then second, there is a bad debts of 5,000 which is required to be recognized in the book. So bad debts will affect debtors. What will be the entry for bad debts? Bad debts to debtors. Then term loan installment of 50,000 is paid through bank. Entry for the same is not passed. So term loan 50,000, this 2,50,000. Out of that 50,000 was paid through bank. So entry for same is not passed in the books. Then goodwill of the firm is valued at 45,000. Now this goodwill is of the firm. Now we need to find out what is the share of Z, that is a new partner. Then Z has invested 1 lakh in capital account through bank. So now there will be some entry in the bank account because Z has invested in capital. Z has also made a payment of his share of goodwill in cash. So Z has made a payment of his share of goodwill in cash. Now pass a necessary journal entries. Now we will be passing all the necessary journal entries one by one. Now, first, revalued amount of assets and liabilities. For revalued amount of assets and liabilities, if there is an increase in the value of the asset or a decrease in the value of a liability, then the revaluation account or profit and loss adjustment account will get credited. If there is an increase in the value of liability and decrease in the value of the asset, then revaluation account will get debited. First, plant and machinery 2,50,000. Now plant and machinery was 2,20,000 and now we need to revalue it at 2,50,000. So there is a increase in the value of the asset. So revaluation account will get credited and asset account will get debited. So plant and machinery account debit to revaluation account, or we can also call it as profit and loss adjustment account. So this is a journal entry in the books of the firm. We have date, particulars, JV number, debit amount, credit amount. First, 31st December 2020, plant and machinery account debit 30,000. 30,000 to revaluation account 30,000, being plant and machinery revalued before admission of the partner. Now 30,000 is 2,50,000 minus 2,20,000. Next, furniture 50,000. Now the value of the furniture in the balance sheet is 55,000. Now there is a downward revaluation of the furniture. So the furniture account will get credited and revaluation account will get debited by 5,000. 31st December 2020, revaluation account debit 5,000 to furniture account 5,000, being furniture revalued before admission of the partner. Next, stock 1,30,000. Now the balance of the stock was 1,32,000. Now there is a decrease in the value of the stock. So revaluation account will get debited and stock account will get credited. 31st December 2020, revaluation account debit 2,000 to stock account 2,000, being stock revalued before admission of the partner. Next, creditors 1,50,000. Now the value of the creditors in the books in the balance sheet is 1,65,000. Now it has become 1,50,000. So there is a decrease in the liability. So when there is a decrease in the liability account will get debited, that is creditors account debit to revaluation account 15,000. So on 31st December 2020, creditors account debit to revaluation account 15,000 and being creditors revalued before admission of the partner. So creditors are also revalued. Now next, 2. there is a bad debts of 5,000 which is required to be recognized in the books. So bad debts. So entry for the bad debts will be bad debts account debit to debtors account. So on 31st December 2020, bad debts account debit 5,000 to debtors account 5,000, being bad debts recognized in the books of account. Now bad debts is an expense and we have recorded this bad debts. Now we are already preparing a revaluation account or profit and loss adjustment account. So any increase or decrease in the value of the asset is to be recorded in the revaluation account. So this bad debts will be written off in the revaluation account. So entry will be on 31st December 2020, revaluation account debit 5,000 to bad debts account 5,000, being bad debts written off against revaluation account. Now next, 3. Term loan installment of 50,000 is paid through bank. Entry for the same is not passed in the books of account. So now this term loan installment is paid through bank. So there is a decrease in the liability. So the entry will be term loan account debit 50,000 to bank account 50,000. 31st December 2020, term loan account debit 50,000 to bank account 50,000, being loan paid through bank account is recorded now. Now fourth is goodwill of the firm is valued at 45,000. Now we need to find out what is the share of the Z. Now fifth is Z has invested 1 lakh in capital account through bank and Z has also made a payment of goodwill, his share of goodwill in cash. So we need to find out what is sacrifice ratio. Then we need to find out what is the share of goodwill of Z and then how much goodwill he has brought in cash. So this, before doing this fourth and fifth adjustment, we will go stepwise. So now what we have done is we have already completed this step 1. We have revalued all assets and liabilities. Now by preparing a revaluation account and posting these journal entries in revaluation account, we will be able to find out what is the profit and loss. So this profit and loss should be distributed among old partners. Now in this case, old partners is X and Y in their old profit sharing ratio. Now what is the old profit sharing ratio of X and Y? It is 3:2. So 3/5 of the portion of profit or loss will go to X and 2/5 will go to Y. Now let us prepare a revaluation account and post all these entries in the revaluation account. Now this is a revaluation account. Now debit particulars amount, particulars amount on the credit side. Now we have posted all the entries in the revaluation account. So by plant and machinery 30,000, by creditors 15,000. On debit side we have to furniture account 5,000, to stock account 2,000, to bad debts account 5,000. So whatever journal entries we had passed for revaluation of assets and liabilities, the same has been posted in the revaluation account. Now credit side total is greater than the debit side, so there is a profit. So 45,000 minus debit side total, we get 33,000. This 33,000 is the profit on revaluation transferred to partners account. So this 33,000 needs to be distributed between X and Y in the ratio of 3:2. The 3/5 of 33,000 will go to X and 2/5 of 33,000 will go to Y. So X and Y. The entry for this will be revaluation account to X capital account 19,800 to Y's capital account 13,200. Let's pass this entry. So on 31st December 2020, revaluation account debit 33,000 to X capital account 19,800 to Y's capital account 13,200, being profit on revaluation of assets and liabilities shared among X and Y in their old profit sharing ratio of 3:2. Now Second, pending entries. Now we have already done the pending entries, that is there was some bad debts which was required to be recognized in the books. We have recognized it and that bad debt is written off against the revaluation account. Then there was some term loan installment which was paid through bank, so entry for that is also being passed. Now third step, reserve should be shared between old partners in old profit sharing ratio. Now if we see, the reserve in the balance sheet is 1,20,000. Now this 1,20,000 reserve will be shared by X and Y in the ratio of 3:2. So let's pass the journal entry for this. The journal entry for this will be reserves account debit to X capital account and to Y's capital account in the ratio of 3:2. So on 31st December 2020, reserves account debit 1,20,000 to X capital account 72,000. Now the 72,000 is 3/5 of 1,20,000. To Y's capital account 48,000 is 2/5 of 1,20,000. Being reserves in the balance sheet till date shared among X and Y in old profit sharing ratio. Now step 4 is goodwill. Now we need to find out what is the share of goodwill of Z, and then we need to distribute this goodwill in the sacrifice ratio of the old partners through capital account. Now let us prepare some working notes here. Working notes. First one is calculation of sacrifice ratio. Now sacrifice ratio will be when old ratio minus new ratio, the difference is negative, then the partner has sacrificed. When the difference is positive, partner has gained. Now in other words, sacrifice ratio, we can say that new ratio minus old ratio is positive, then that is a sacrifice ratio. Now here we have partners, old ratio, new ratio, and the difference. Difference is new ratio minus old ratio. Now X, old ratio was 3/5, new ratio is 1/3. So difference, that is new ratio minus old ratio, 1/3 minus 3/5 comes to minus 4/15. So minus 4/15 is the sacrifice ratio, sacrifice share of the X. Then Y, old ratio is 2/5, new ratio is 1/3. So difference, that is new ratio minus old ratio, 1/3 minus 2/5, that comes to minus 1/15. So minus 1/15 is the sacrifice share of Y. Then Z. Now Z is a new partner. So there was no old ratio for Z. There is only new ratio, 1/3. So his difference is 1/3 minus 0. So that is 1/3. Now if we convert the denominator to 15, what we get is 5/15. So minus 4/15 is a sacrifice share of X, minus 1/15 is a sacrifice share of Y, and 5/15 is a gain share of Z. So if we calculate this, 4 plus 1 comes to 5. So whatever is sacrificed by X and Y has come to Z. Now ignoring the denominator, the sacrifice ratio of X and Y is 4:1. Now working note 2 is for calculating share of goodwill of Z. Now goodwill of the firm is already given as 45,000. Now Z share of goodwill. Now new profit sharing ratio is 1:1:1. That is 1/3 of the profit will be shared by all the three partners. So Z share of goodwill is 45,000 into 1/3. That comes to 15,000. Now this 15,000 will be shared by X and Y in the ratio of 4:1. This will be shared by X and Y in the ratio of 4:1. So X share will be 4/5 of 15,000, that is 12,000. Or in other words, we can say that its total goodwill was 45,000 into 4/15, and this 4/15 was the sacrifice share of X. So into 4/15 we get 12,000. Y share will be 1/5 into 15,000, or 3, that is 3,000, or 45,000 into 1/15. Now this 1/15 was the sacrifice share of Y. Now, what we can do here is there are two methods, right? Now, here what we have done is 15,000 we have divided. Now, 15,000 is share of Z. Now, this share of Z is divided between X and Y in the ratio of 4:1. Now, here what we have done is this is a total goodwill. 45,000 is a total goodwill. Now, this total goodwill of 45,000. Now what is a share of Z in this? Into 1 by 3, or in other words we can say into 5 by 15, which we have got it here. So that also comes to 15,000, right? So now this 45,000 can be shared by X and Y in this ratio, that is 4 by 15 of 45,000 and 1 by 15 of 45,000. Remember, here denominator we are taking it as 15, but the goodwill is also the total goodwill of the firm, whereas here where we are taking the sacrifice ratio, the goodwill that we are considering here is 15,000, that is only share of Z. So 4 by 15 of 45,000. So 4 by 15 was a sacrifice ratio of X of total amount of goodwill. So into 45,000 and 1 by 15 of 45,000. By both the ways, the answer will be same. That is, the share of X and Y will remain the same. Now, here Z has gained it and X and Y have lost it. So the entry will be Z's capital account debit to X capital account 12,000 to Y's capital account 3,000. Now let's pass this journal entry. On 31st December 2020, Z's capital account debit 15,000 to X capital account 12,000 to Y's capital account 3,000, being share of goodwill of new partner shared by old partners in sacrifice ratio. Now next. Now we have already completed step 1, step 2, step 3 and step 4. Now, so goodwill of the firm is valued at 45,000. So we have already used this in our working notes to calculate share of Z. Now what is the share of Z that we got? That was 45,000 into 1 by 3. So now Z has invested 1 lakh in capital account through bank. So the entry for this will be there. He has introduced the capital in bank. So bank account debit to Z's capital account 1 lakh. Similarly, he has also made the payment of his share of goodwill in cash. So what is the share of goodwill of Z? 45,000 into 1 by 3. Now he has paid that much amount in cash. Now, though it's a goodwill, we are not raising the goodwills in the book. We have made the adjustment of the goodwill through capital account. So, the entry for this will be Z's cash account debit to Z's capital account. Now, we have already debited the Z's capital account for his share of goodwill and credited it to X and Y in their respective sacrifice ratio. So, now since he has brought the goodwill in the cash, we have to credit his capital account. Since his capital account is already debited for sharing his share of the goodwill to X and Y. So entry will be cash account debit to Z's capital account. Let's pass these two entries. On 31st December 2020, bank account debit 1 lakh to Z's capital account 1 lakh, being capital introduced by new partner Z in the bank account. Similarly, 31st December 2020, cash account debit 15,000 to Z's capital account 15,000, being share of goodwill 1/3 of 45,000 brought in by new partner Z in cash. Now, if we see here past necessary journal entries, we have already passed all the required journal entries. Then we have prepared the revaluation account and transferred the profit and loss to revaluation account. Now we need to prepare partners capital account and balance sheet after admission as on 31st December 2020. Now partners capital account. So partners capital account we have to prepare, and then whatever journal entries we have passed, using those journal entries we will be posting those journal entries in the respective partners capital account. Now balance sheet after admission, we need to prepare what is the balance sheet after admission as on 31st December 2020. Now let us first prepare the partners capital account. Partners capital account. So partners capital account, we have debit side, credit side, and this is a columnar form of partners capital account of all three partners combined. So we have date, particulars X, Y and Z. Again date, particulars X, Y and Z. Now on 31st December 2020, let us see what is the balance in the capital account. We'll get this balance from the balance sheet. So balance sheet liability side, balance in the X account is 2,50,000, Y is 1,50,000. So in the partners capital account credit side, 31st December 2020, by balance carried down, balance in X is 2,50,000, Y is 1,50,000. Now let us go through all the journal entries, and wherein all the capital account of the partner is affected, let us post those entries in the partners capital account. Now the first entry is plant and machinery account debit to revaluation account. No partners capital account is affected. Revaluation account debit to furniture account. No partners capital. Revaluation account debit to stock account. Creditors account to revaluation account. Bad debts to debtors. So we cannot see any partners capital account here. Then revaluation account debit to bad debts. Then term loan to bank account. Again no partners capital account. Now here revaluation account debit to X capital account to Y's capital account. This is distribution of revaluation profit. So 19,800 and 13,200. So on the credit side of partners capital account, by revaluation account. On 31st December 2020, by revaluation account X 19,800, Y 13,200. Next, 31st December 2020, reserves account debit 1,20,000 to X capital account 72,000 to Y's capital account 48,000. Again, we have to distribute this reserves to partners capital account. So on the credit side of partners capital account, 31st December 2020, by reserves account X is 72,000, Y is 48,000. Next, now 31st December 2020, bank account debit 1 lakh to Z's capital account. Now Z has introduced a capital in bank. So now Z's capital account credit side. 31st December 2020, by bank account 1 lakh. Next, cash account debit to Z's capital account 15,000. So Z's capital account credit side 15,000. 31st December 2020, by cash account 15,000. Now 31st December 2020, Z's capital account debit 15,000 to X capital account 12,000 to Y's capital account. Now this entry is little tricky since we are preparing a combined capital account of all the partners. Now here Z's capital account will get debited by 15,000. Whereas X capital account and Y's capital account will get credited by 12,000 and 3,000 respectively. Now let's go to partners capital account. The partners capital account, on the credit side, we have to credit X and Y's capital account. So on 31st December 2020, by Z's capital account. Since the entry is Z's capital account to X capital account and to Y capital account, we are writing by Z's capital account. Now amount in X column is 12, whereas here the amount is 3,000 in Y. Now we need to debit Z's capital account. So on 31st December 2022, X capital account 12,000, 31st December 2022, Y's capital account 3,000. Now if we see Z's capital account here, 12,000 plus 3,000, it comes to 15,000. Now he has brought in his share of goodwill of 15,000. So this 15,000 is also getting credited here. And the same is distributed to X and Y in their sacrifice ratio. Now if X and Y wants to withdraw this 15,000, they can withdraw it. If they withdraw, then the entry will be X capital account debit 12,000, Y's capital account debit 3,000 to cash account 15,000. But that depends on the choice of the partner and agreement between all the partners. Now in this case they have not withdrawn it, so we have not passed that entry. Now let us find out what is the closing balance of the capital account. Now here credit side total is greater, so 3,53,800, 3,53,800. 31st December 2022 balance carried down 3,53,800. Y 2,14,200, 2,14,200 and balance is 2,14,200. Z 1,15,000, 1,15,000 minus 15,000, so balance is 1 lakh. Now we need to prepare a balance sheet. Now for the balance sheet, what we will do is we will copy all these items of our old balance sheet, that is all assets and liabilities from the old balance sheet to the new balance sheet, and we have already marked this assets and liabilities that has adjustments. So what we will do is we will write all the amounts in the inner column and then we will make this revaluation adjustments for a particular assets and liabilities, and also if there are some other entries, pending entries that are passed for some assets and liabilities, we will see that, and then the final amount of assets and liabilities will go to the outer column. Now for capital account, we have already prepared the capital account of all the partners, so we will take the balances directly from that partners capital account for capital. So let's go to the balance sheet now. Now this is a balance sheet as on 31st December 2020 after passing all the entries for admission of the new partners, revaluation of the assets, goodwill, etc. Now liability side, now capital account, this capital account balance is taken from our partners capital account. So X balance is 3,53,800, Y is 2,14,200, Z is 1 lakh. So total is 6,68,000. Now for other assets, we have copied it directly through balance sheet. Plant and machinery 2,20,000, furniture 55,000, stock 1,32,000, debtors 1,25,000, cash 53,000, bank 3,50,000. Now in reserves 1,20,000, term loan 2,50,000, creditors 1,65,000. Now we have copied these balances from our old balance sheet. Now we need to make some adjustments for this. Now if we go through our journal entries, we will come to know what are the adjustments that are required to be done for assets and liabilities, except for the partners capital account, which we have already recorded from our partners capital account that was prepared. For all other assets and liabilities, we will see if that particular asset and liability is affected in the journal entry, and then accordingly we will make the adjustment in the balance sheet in the inner column, and then the final amount will be taken to the outer column. Now let's go to the journal entries. First journal entry, plant and machinery account debit to revaluation account 30,000. So plant and machinery account has been debited by 30,000. So there is an increase in the balance of plant and machinery. So in our balance sheet, we will add this 30,000. Plant and machinery, add 30,000. So that comes to 2,50,000. Next, revaluation account debit to furniture account 5,000. Now here the furniture account is credited, that is there is decrease in the value of the furniture. So we have to reduce this 5,000. Furniture 55,000 less revaluation 5,000, so amount is 50,000. Next, revaluation account debit to stock account 2,000. Again the stock account is credited, stock is an asset, So we have to reduce 2000 from the stock. Stock 1,32,000 less revaluation 2000, so balance is 1,30,000. Creditors account debit to revaluation account 15,000. So now here creditors account is debited. So we have reduced the balance in the creditors by 15,000. Creditors 1,65,000 less revaluation 15,000. So it comes to 1,50,000. Bad debts account debit to debtors account 5,000. Again there is a bad debts and there is a reduction in the balance of the debtors by 5,000. Debtors 1,25,000 less bad debts 5,000, so balance is 1,20,000. Now next is revaluation account debit to bad debts account 5,000. Now here there is no asset account that has been affected here. We have just written off the bad debt, so there won't be any adjustment in the balance sheet. Then term loan account debit 50,000 to bank account. Now here what has happened is we have paid the term loan, so there is a reduction in the balance of the term loan by 50,000 and also there is a reduction in our bank balance by 50,000. So let us adjust this in the balance sheet. So balance sheet, liability side, term loan 2,50,000 less installment paid 50,000, balance is 2 lakh. Then bank 3,50,000 less term loan paid 50,000. Now next, revaluation account debit to X capital to Y capital. Again here there is no asset or liability that is affected. So this only capital account is affected and we have already taken the capital account balances from the partner's capital account. So we will just ignore this entry. Now 31st December 2020, reserves account debit 1,20,000 to X capital account 72,000 to Y's capital account 48,000. Now in this entry we are debiting the reserves account since we are distributing the reserves. So in reserves we need to reduce the amount of reserves by 1,20,000. So balance sheet, reserves 1,20,000 less distributed 1,20,000, so balance is nil. Next, now bank account debit to Z's capital account 1 lakh. Now here there is an addition in the bank balance, so we need to add this 1 lakh to bank account. Balance sheet asset side, bank account, add capital by Z 1 lakh. So now all the adjustments in the bank account are done, so balance is 4 lakhs. Next, cash account debit to Z's capital account 15,000. So now there is an increase in the cash balance, so we are debiting the cash account. Balance sheet asset side, cash account 53,000 add brought in by Z 15,000, so total is 68,000. Next is Z's account debit to X account to Y's account. Now here other than capital account no other asset or liability is affected, so this won't come in our balance sheet since we have already taken the capital balances from partner's capital account. Now let us go to the balance sheet. Now here in the balance sheet, let us find out what is the total of liabilities and assets. Total of assets is 10,18,000, total of liabilities is 10,18,000. So we have given effects to all the adjustments that are to be done before admission of the new partner, and this is our new balance sheet after admission of Z. So this was about how to pass the necessary journal entries in case of admission of the partner. Now here we had prepared a proper revaluation account or profit and loss adjustment account, and all the assets and liabilities are revalued and they are reflected at the revalued amount in the balance sheet.